Hey lovelies, I hope your January is off to a great start. January is a wonderful month to set your goals for the year, create your vision board. It's also a great month to create your luxury wish list. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing my top picks for 2025, so let's get to it. Diving straight in with Chanel, there are 3 bags that are on my radar: the Chanel Classic Flap in the black caviar leather, the Coco Handle black caviar leather, or a wallet on chain also in black caviar leather. These bags are kind of iconic. They're bags that I think would be perfect in any classic luxury handbag collection. If you have these items, let me know down below. It's kind of hard for me because they're all vastly different, and maybe at some point they all 3 would serve their purpose, but I think one would be certainly plenty for 1 year worth of luxury items from Chanel when it comes to handbags, especially given their prices. Sticking to black, the next item on my list would be the black Dior saddlebag in the grained leather. Dior is a brand that I really love. I have my Lady Dior in the hazelnut color. That was a bag that I actually thought for a while I purchased in the wrong color, but I'm glad that I didn't because I believe my ultimate plan was to someday add a saddlebag to my collection and add it in black. Going back to a previously loved bag that was in my collection is the Louis Vuitton On The Go. This is one that I've mentioned before that I've contemplated on adding back. This time around though, I would add it in the empreinte leather. I'm just debating between the MM and the GM. I think this would be a great one for everyday work items, your laptop, your iPad, your water bottle, your scarf, your sunglasses, your cosmetic pouches. It holds everything. I know because I've had it. I simply had it in the reverse monogram in the coated canvas, and it just wasn't for me at the time. So now I really need something like this back into the collection. I most recently unboxed in my Christmas video that I added back the Neverfull in the monogram print. But this particular one, I think I would like to add in the empreinte leather. The Sac de Jour in size small by YSL is something that I've had on again, off again on my list. I'm a huge fan of YSL. I have the YSL college bag as well as the envelope bag in medium, and I have several accessories and wallets by them. YSL is just a very sophisticated, sometimes has a little bit of an edgy vibe, but it's just all around a classic brand. I love Saint Laurent. And the Sac de Jour is something that I've looked at before, and I've thought about getting that in the baby size. However, with the baby size, it's very, very similar to my Louis Vuitton Capucine's Mini. And so because they're very similar in size and obviously shape, I think a better decision or a better investment would be the small size. That could potentially work for everyday needs as well as some travel. So looking to potentially add that. I'm not 100% sure because the only thing that holds me back from the Sac de Jour is that it's very similar. Not the same, hear me out, but it is very similar to the Hermes Birkin, which is something that I will certainly add at some point, someday into my collection. I am not ready for that anytime soon. So is it worth adding the Sac de Jour now, or do you hold out and you wait for the Hermes Birkin? A brand that I own nothing from, but there are several bags on my radar from this brand would be Loewe. Loewe's puzzle bag is something that I have tried on, and I am back and forth on whether or not to add this bag. So I would love to hear from any of you who may already have this bag. The puzzle bag that I'm looking at is this small size in the color toffee. I think the grained leather in toffee here would be very durable for a classic everyday casual bag, and this is something that I need in my collection given that there are a few casual bags that are no longer with me, and more coming on that one there because I have a video coming up sharing the bags and luxury items that I have sold. Flamenco or flamenco, however you say that, tomato bag is one that I would love to add. The original style, not the new one with the chain. That is something that I do not need or do not want because that style of bag I want to keep more casual. So I think the chain elevates it, takes it to another level, and I like the traditional one. The one where it is just a very smooth black leather. You can remove the strap if you don't want to utilize that for your shoulder or crossbody, and you could just cinch it, and then you can actually use the little handles and just kind of carry it as a clutch or evening bag if you wanted to. And I just think that that is just such a cute, unique piece that would be very different from anything else that I own. The other bags by Loewe kind of are gonna go in a category that I'm looking for, and that would be one of their basket bags. I kind of go back and forth of the more structured, the one that's a little bit more loose. I think all of them appear to be very, very classic and timeless. This is something that I don't have in my wardrobe, and so that's why I'm looking to add a piece like this specifically for summer that would kind of fill that void. Last year I added the Prada raffia bag. If you haven't seen that video, that's a great one to check out, especially going into the warmer months when we get there. Bottega Veneta is another brand that I do not own currently anything from, and there are two bags that I think are absolutely stunning from Bottega Veneta, and one is the Adiamo, I hope I'm saying that correctly, clutch. This I've seen in person and I think it is just striking. It's another one that's classic, but it's also unique and different. So I kind of gravitate to it for those reasons. There is a shoulder bag by Bottega Veneta that I have never seen in person. It is their hop, I think, style shoulder bag, but in the python leather. This is a bag that I've only seen online. I was just kind of playing around as I was like doing my homework on this video, and I saw this bag and I cannot take my eyes off of this bag. The Louis Vuitton Keep All 45 is something that I have had on my luxury list before. This is a bag that I'm considering in either the monogram, the coated canvas, or in the empreinte black leather. The big difference obviously between the two of these is the fact that the leather is probably gonna get far more heavier than the coated canvas. This is something though that I'm not going to be utilizing for flying. I would never put one of these bags in an overhead bin. I'm not gonna shove something like this under the seat. That wouldn't fit anyways. But this is something that I just want for kind of fun weekend, long weekend trips that are gonna be in the car. I want to utilize this to put my fun luxury in, if you will, or the handbags that I'm coordinating with my looks for the weekend. Hey, by the way, if you are new here, my name is Heather. Welcome to my channel, where you're going to find investment pieces to help you elevate your style. If you love handbags, shoes, and all things fashion, you're in the right place. Make sure to like, subscribe, and to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. While I don't own as many luxury shoes as I do handbags, I love them just as much. I've been collecting luxury shoes for years as well, so there are several that are on my radar for 2025. First up would be another pair of Chanel ballet flats. I added the tan and black last year, and I really want to add the quilted black in the ballet flats for this year. So that way I've kind of got the best of both worlds, and I think that these are comfortable. They're super nice to wear kind of all year. You may recall that I added the Prada dad sandal last year, and at the time I said that I didn't think the Chanel dad sandal was comfortable. The issue, as with the Chanel dad sandals, is that I was trying on the wrong size. So I have since tried on the Chanel dad sandals, and I'm going to do so again before the warmer months, because while these shoes may not be as popular now as they once were, they will still go. As soon as the weather heats up, those Chanel dad sandals will be gone. But speaking of Prada, I am eyeing this pair of Prada sneakers that I just cannot stop thinking about. They are a black, tan, and gold and white combo, and I just think they're so luxurious looking, and I think that they make a really nice statement for a leather sneaker, which I think leather sneakers are more fun to wear in the fall and the winter. It doesn't mean that you can't wear one in the spring and summer. I know, I'm sure I certainly have. I've had Golden Goose sneakers forever, although I don't have as many of those as I used to. I need to give you guys an update on that. But leather sneakers are fine year round. I simply think these are really chic for winter. And so I also believe that if I were to add that Loewe puzzle bag, which is more of a casual look, that in that toffee color, they would pair so well together. I have a little bit of a theme going on here. We're gonna call it comfy chic. Fendi has a pair of slides that I too am obsessed with. I tried them on last year at the same time that I added my Chanel flats in the tan and black, so I decided not to add two pair of luxury shoes at the same time, but these are called the Fendi Feel slides in the monogram print. I love these shoes. I can tell you without a doubt, those shoes are gonna enter my collection this year. They're bold, they are not quiet luxury, which by the way, I never was a fan of quiet luxury anyway, and I thought that that was a bunch of silliness, and it is going to be fading fast. If you don't think that I'm telling you the truth, watch and see where the fashion trends go this year. By the way, I'm going to be doing some trend videos. I want to try to start doing some different type of content for you guys. I'm going to be doing some shoe trends, some fashion trends, handbag trends. So if there's anything specific you want in a trend type video, let me know. But nevertheless, I don't care what trends say anyway. I want to wear what I want to wear, and you should do the same. So these Fendi fill slides are going to fit the bill for being chic. They're cool, they're Fendi, and they're just crazy comfortable. A beautiful shoe by Jimmy Choo that is on my list are these pair of sandals here in this tan tortoise combination. I think they're stunning for a neutral wardrobe, but if you also wear color, these would be fantastic with any pop of color that you wanted to pair these with. These will be beautiful going into spring and summer, but they'll also be really nice going into the fall as well. So starting with SLGs, a couple of things I definitely want to add to my collection would be the Louis Vuitton monogram Nice BB or Nice Mini to the collection. I really want to focus on adding pieces that are fun for travels. When it comes to accessories, there are a few here that may not be so shocking. The first one would be another pair of the Triumph sunglasses by Celine. I'm not only looking at one, but maybe two more pairs, because that's what we do. When we find something we love, we add it in another color or combination, and there is nothing wrong with that. So the two that are on my radar are the tortoise and the gold. I've tried both of them on, instantly fell in love with them. Have the black ones already, but I think these would just be another real fun accessory to add with a different look within the wardrobe. An item I thought I would never say that I really wanted to add to my collection is the Hermes Click H bracelet. The reason that I want to add this is because there's two colors that I've really gravitated towards, because those are some of my favorite neutral colors to wear. And I just thought this would look really pretty paired with my diamond tennis bracelet. You guys know that I am an advocate for real jewelry, fine jewelry, not necessarily adding a lot of fashion jewelry. Diamonds are indeed a girl's best friend. I have shared that many times and many years back on this channel. And I do feel like you should invest in real jewelry first. Fashion jewelry should come after you've built up your fine jewelry collection. And I realize that adding fashion jewelry, it definitely is not the best investment. I am not changing my stance on that. But when you know that going into it, I think that that makes it a little bit more understandable, and you just know that it may not necessarily last you forever. It may tarnish, it may scratch. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. These are always fun for me to watch, so I wanted to give you guys something fun in terms of my taste and what is on my radar for 2025. Let me know what has been your favorite item mentioned in today's video, and comment down below on what is one of your or several of your items on your luxury wish list this year. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you in the next video.